Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add Spock to an Eclipse project. Uh, in order to do this we're going to need to have Gradle installed, and how we do this is we go up to the Eclipse marketplace, in the window type Gradle, and it will show you the Gradle IDE. Now I'm running pack 3.6.x. And you can see I've already got it installed, so what you need to do is, like it shows you here, just click on the install button and hey presto, you have it on your machine. So in order to get going, what we do is do a new Groovy project, do my Groovy project, just hit finish. We want to do two things here. First of all, do new folder, we can add in a tests folder, and I'm going to borrow a build file from another project and put it in this one as well, and I'll show you it. And this is basically, it has some plugins for Groovy which just gives us standard tasks that are typical for Groovy. Similarly for Eclipse, it's going to download repositories from Main Central. If you don't already, I've already done this downloading part, so I won't need to do it again. I've got it on my hard disk. But when you do it, you'll see it download these files. And basically what it's doing here is, for the source, they go into a shared directory. It doesn't look obvious, but this is what's happening here. And for the tests, they're also going into a shared directory. And that's basically what's happening here. In the test, we'll have the shared Groovy and Java files. If you're working on both these together, and also similarly in the source. And here I define the versions I want. This is the latest version of Spock. I want to use the latest version of Groovy, and also the latest version of JUnits. And I'll just mention that how I determined this was by going to MVN repository, and if I just type in Spock here, that looks like the one. So we have you have 072 here. So if I click on this, and that shows you in various different build tools what you need to include. And if you click on Gradle, you can see that what I'm using is basically this line here. So if we go back to here, it's simply a matter of going up to your project and going down to configure, or what I need to show you first of all, to make sure so it does what it says in the tin. I basically have Groovy all 2.3.3, some Ivy stuff, but nothing for JUnit and nothing for Spock. So next I go back to my configure, go to convert to Gradle, and it says it's successful. And if I do a refresh from the Gradle down to here, and now open my reference libraries, you can now see that I've got Groovy all 2.3.6, JUnit, Spock Core, Hamcrest and JUnit. And so I'm now able to go into my test directory and start writing Spock tests on Java or Groovy or a combination of both. So that's all for this tutorial. I'll hope to see you again.